Named. We are that bad. We're bottom of the barrel. Sunsfan here with Brax. Welcome to game one of this best of 3. Brax, are you excited?
Prepare for
Excellent to hear. Before we get started, I do need to mention that Immortals previously had the worst flag in the game. I was going to make a tier list, but it seems that they've actually added a correct flag now. So I'm going to have to recreate that in my mind, unfortunately.
Alright, so what do we expect from this this game? We have a whole bunch of high-tier heroes. We have the Undying, the Puck, Bane, all sorts of 500 heroes.
Yeah, they spent a lot on that draft, that's for sure. And interested to see this Viper work. Anything to break, stop illusion being made in technically speaking, stable current as well.
You can stop the Phantom Rush from starting, but quite unlikely. I don't know. It looks like a pretty it looks like a pretty useless mechanic this game.
How dare you? Never is break a useless. I mean, stable current,
I guess.
I don't know, they're talking some mate.
This isn't even a bounty, guys, and they're already all riled
Are they not
up.
going for bounty here? Calling out Dubu Core. I don't know if that is considered just a normal flame from PP. That's part of the challenge. Leave that up to the judges, I suppose, as the bounty runes will start spawning now. PP. That.
Is a great conductor.
Zai's gonna be playing this Pangolier.
Disgusting.
Very excited to be seeing them as a position. Getting more farm than perhaps we're used to. Taunts away from Dubu. Decay.
Oh my god, the taunt off. This is intense.
They did it after the horn. Does not count. Does not count. This is actually ridiculous. See how long they can keep this up. We're going to ignore the other lanes until they stop taunting.
I don't think they'll stop. They're just going to keep going. This is insane.
I think it stopped. It finally stopped after a lot of damage was taken. We're going to look at this mid lane for now. That's a dual versus dual lane, so much for that not being...
Yep, it's like we're back in the last patch, but, you know, Viper with his new change to the Nether Toxin, lifts up the mix, should be okay. He doesn't really deal with the link very well. Before he used to have the bonus damage from the Nether Toxin when people were low. Now it's applied to the poison attacks active. You know, every time you use the poison on him, it does extra damage.
First blood. Don't worry, I was watching that, but I got you.
Part of the plan.
OpTic taking that for themselves. A nice job. The Blade Fury doing... But yeah, what do you think of this dual lane in general? You think because Viper can't really handle the static link?
It's weird because Rubik can pick up the Razor and toss him back, right, to negate the static link. So I guess the Viper's going to do quite well just because of the Rubik.
Bottom lane. Puck's just dead. Oh, he doesn't have Blade Fury though, so another 9 seconds on the cooldown for that one. But
no
the right clicks will come through. Pycat's just going to be fine with farming. Rev is just going to force out the lane. Only has 3 tangles left to use another illusory orb. Technically survive, but a lot's expended there.
You know, that's probably the hardest hero for solo offlaners to deal with, right? The Bane completely zones you out, just beats you up, and then he's got the sleep to set up the kills. Don't worry, I'm watching the taunts. I got the sounds.
Yeah, we're gonna hear those sounds. No. Calling out the bounty runes for now, I suppose. It does hit. Kit Rack, the stand-in for Misery here for OpTic, will be picking up a haste rune. Were you surprised with the 2-1 win by OpTic?
I was very surprised, but you know, that's the beauty of Midas Mode, right? All the games are unpredictable, anything can happen. Even sometimes Mr. Midas shows up for a nice, kind encouragement for the...
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Zai is talking a lot this game. Higher wave apparently is taunting
to be fair,
away.
He has nothing to do in this lane, right? He's got an Undying AFK decaying him over and over. He's very
AFK decay. How does that work exactly? How can he be AFK and
he
decay?
decays and then he waits 10 seconds for it to come back up and then he chases him around.
Rev taking more damage there as well. As I see on the minimap, Undying is still chasing Zai. He's denying these creeps as well. Nice little back and forth here between Zai and Dubu. Fashion way here around that tier 1 tower.
Chasing him down. Alright, so Sunstan was talking about the Razor Viper matchup in the mid lane. And it's very Viper or Razor favored, sorry. Especially with the link call.
Oh, Impale missed. MP's gonna take that damage and put it to town onto CC right now. Febby's the one taking considerable damage. 1-0-1 build on Viper. Is there any point in getting Nether Toxin? Or
I don't.
Yeah, Nether Toxin.
Probably not, honestly, not early. But I've seen a lot of people level it up early just for wave clear so they can keep farming. But look at the damage just from leveling up the poison attack, right?
Well, now this has a cooldown though, of course.
Yep, it does, but it does so much damage when they're low. I don't know. I was going to talk about this lane like I knew it was going on, but now the lane swung back in the other way, so let's move on. Bottom lane.
Rev's again in a lot of trouble. PPD has Nightmare available. We'll use it again with the Orb, and actually a TP support coming in the form of Kit Rack. Get the Telekinesis. Fade Bolt is available as well if they need it, and it will be finally. So
Nicely
Rack
done.
taking that.
That's the old sleep after the orb, and then just screwed. He's there for 15 seconds waiting for the next orb.
Zai still getting decay. Dublu is actually out leveling Zai, which is a little bit surprising considering his way.
Yeah, he has 200 max or 200 health currently too, so he's not going to be able to.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
He's going to lose out on all the experience.
Forced to swashbuckle out his Q and continue to pressure. Has the shield okay. Literally takes a Spirit Lance into a right click and just dies. In the meantime, in mid, MP takes a considerable amount of damage, but Kit Rack dead actually with Static Link coming through. But yeah, the PPD Brain Sap keep MP at bay.
Okay, so PPD still chase him, but I don't think he's going to get him.
He could. The 3 seconds on Brain Sap. MP has to hide in the tree.
It's all right. Okay, so Febby said Happy Frostivus, right, which is one of the bounties, but I think there's a bit of a confusion on the wording, right? Like the he just casually dropped the wards in the TP, then picked it right back up.
Okay, that's
right.
definitely.
That was not the intention of the challenge.
That is definitely. That is reading comprehension.
Yeah,
that's the
Mr.
problem
Midas is going to have a word with this.
Absolutely. So the idea is, isn't it before timing on that one? For like 10 minutes, so that.
Yeah, but the idea is that it's gifted to the enemy.
Right. You actually have to give prison. No return on investment there.
Yep.
The Brain Sapped onto QO, level 4 right now, about to hit 5 in fact. 3-1-1 build, I would assume.
For you.
Mid lane, we're looking at the CS 21 and 14 versus Razor MP 12 and 6. So
I would say this is quite surprising because Razor had a very dominant hold on the lane early on, and then once he started getting low, the poison attack started dealing a ton of damage, and he couldn't do well. But I'm not sure exactly how this lane's supposed to play out anymore with the new changes to Viper. I imagine that he linked up, Trevor's coming in, but he should be okay.
Nyx hasn't found a lot of success with the Impaled. Stopped by a couple of Rack and PPD company. They're fine Febby. Still talking some major shit, it seems. Spike Carapace is not here, but double Impale MP.
Razor's got a ton of
He
damage.
has a lot of damage, and Kit Rack might be in a lot of trouble. A nice telekinesis onto the Roshan pit, but Kit Rack gets hit by the right clicks as well as Plasma Field and find his way to the grave.
CCNC, totally fine, walks it off.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Alright, so we're talking about the, I don't know, this Razor matchup. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's so boring, honestly. Both these heroes just sit here and hit creeps. Let's move on.
I don't know. Viper's very exciting now with Nether Toxin. He did
is
pick
he?
it up at level 5.
Okay, all the green heroes are relatively boring.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Oh, bottom lane. Pycat gets hit by a Soul Rip. PPD trying to force him back. Gets the Nightmare off on Rev. Taking out the tombs. Pycat will take the bounty for that. Brain Sap comes through now. The harassment both ways as Dubu taunt his way. If there was a challenge for a number of taunts in a game, he would probably be hitting that pretty soon.
Oh, I would agree. Even if it wasn't there, he'd still be throwing them out.
Don't submit that idea. We don't like it.
Jesus. Shutting them down already, huh?
It's better. It's better before. Oh, Omni Slash is going to rip right through Dubu. As
Oh, no. Reading comprehend. We got some problems here with the reading comprehension.
Yeah.
Cluck Cluck only applies when the courier is walking,
Oh
guys,
my
before
god.
3 minutes.
Immortals. Oh, Immortals, why? You shouldn't tell them that, OpTic. Let them keep their
They
courier.
would've wasted their time. Old CCNC being a good sport.
That's the point, Dubu. That is the actual point. Alright, we're going to see a shield crash actually in top lane. Right? He's level 5 now, so... I don't know if you've seen how much of this hero you've actually seen.
I don't feel like he ever gets dangerous for PL to lane against, right? Like the PL's always going to have a dominant position over him in the lane.
I think he leaves the lane, go gank at 6. Is that something hero should be doing? Probably
Maybe
not.
people come to his lane when he's 6 and they can run down PL.
Pycat top of the net worth charts right now in this bot lane, having a great time. Of course, has a kill and an assist. Fuck.
Courier is still in the Roshan pit, waiting for the Cluck Cluck sweet, sweet bounty rewards,
You
but
know,
it's just not going to
I
happen.
could reiterate for them via text, but they don't deserve it because they did not take the time to actually leave you.
But then you're being punished for
CCNC. Oh. Like Febby's going to get initiated on. A Viper Strike is there. The tail will completely miss. And he's trying to zone them out as much as he can. Febby's ticking down very low. 80 HP will walk away. CCNC in the meantime getting static link, but the right clicks will be there as well. Is he going to be able to live through this? MP with another right click. Nope.
Oh my god.
It's like Kickrak able to take out that pesky Razor finally.
Alright, so Razor not being very dominant in the mid. Like, usually we're used to seeing the max static link, right? But he's only got 2 points in it there. It feels like, top Zai
Actually has a Soul Ring. Doppelganger is used defensively here, and he has some support in the form of Febby. Something they actually want to push. You have level 3 tombs.
You know, I'm just waiting for Immortals to pull out the we're smoking from yesterday. Maybe they're not too sure on the rules here.
Yeah. I would not be surprised by that.
That'd be great.
OpTic up here. Die and Kickrak ready to go. Here comes the
Hang
rolling
zero,
thunder into the shield crash coming very shortly. He's trying to hit a wall here. Looks like he's going to get one proc onto the Razor with the Viper Strike and another roll through. That is a kill for OpTic.
So OpTic has some, sorry, not OpTic. Immortals has some issues in this game, right? Their laning stage isn't going so well. Viper is destroying the mid lane. Razor just keeps dying back to back. That's his third death, or sorry, second death of the game. And Puck just can't lane bottom at all. Bane zones him out completely. They really only have this top lane to play off of. When you think Undying, Nyx supports, they are very lane focused, right? They can't really offer a whole lot in terms of gank power, but they're very strong heroes, especially once they get to level.
Zai's getting initiated in the meantime in the top lane.
Fusel Blade done already.
Yeah, that's super fast. So no mana to speak of on Zai right now. Doppelganger forced out. Being placed. Can they actually take it out in time is the question. Indeed, they can. Undying. He gets silenced up. It's a soul rip, but that's going to be the death of him. He always remembers what that taunt key. Kill for OpTic at the end of the day, but tower still survives.
Very nice to defend the tower. It's when you're playing against a lineup like what Immortals has, if you don't give anything for free, then they're really going to struggle transitioning to the next part of the game, right? Puck is level 5 at 11 minutes. They have no coil. They have no real way to start fights. Nyx Assassin also only about... Uh-oh. What does this mean? Mr. Midas?
Midas time? Waiting for it. Second.
Where's the bomb sauce?
I can hear Reginald in the background, and he's not paying attention. That's for sure.
Reginald always slacking off.
Reginald! It's time! Reginald!
Jesus, Reginald,
Get on
asleep
it.
on the job.
Get on it. And we're back. Thanks
Thank you,
for
bomb sauce.
very apologetic here. Seems Reginald is trying to have a conversation with other.
Yes.
Obviously not allowed.
Reginald struggles doing more than one thing at a time.
Dire's top tower is
Rack
under
might be in some
attack.
trouble here as a lot of the Immortal squad has amalgamated here in the bot lane. Count on this tier 1, but in the meantime their tower is getting hit by Pycat all alone, so more resources being expended by Immortals. Biting them out in the ass here. He does have Fiend's Grip actually. Zai pops the ult, able to get 2 procs onto the Rubik, jumps with the shield crash, hits 2, he has 36% damage mitigation right now. All he's doing is disrupting. In the meantime, Pycat just takes that tower for himself. Lots of time being wasted. His Kickrak now, level 5, gonna attempt to TP out. Pale should be there in time, so they'll get at least 1.
Okay, so they get 1 kill for their efforts with that 5 people sitting in the bottom lane. They are heavily committed to this. And it's just, you know, in the meantime, Pycat takes top. OpTic are also hitting the mid tower. It's the problem when you kind of lack that reliable initiation, right? Puck's still not level 6. They have no real way to force these engagements. But, you know, if they don't do that, even though this isn't the best trade for them, the game won't really progress for them, right? OpTic can still defend every tower, take top for free, and it's kind of like a sacrifice. It's a bad play, or the result is not great, but you have to make that.
Zai's in Rolling Thunder again. The Fiend's Grip on top of MP, and he is just dead. Puck attempting to TP in to save this tower. Looks like he'll do at least that as Febby gets shield crashed while Vendetta attempting to TP out, but the coil is there to cancel it. And it looks like PPD will pay with his life. But again, I feel like these trades are definitely in favor of OpTic right now.
Oh, of course, big time.
Jesus.
Amazing what you'll find.
Lord.
That's a double whammy flame. That's the 2-for-1.
Jeez.
Yeah, Pycat takes the top tower during that as well. So still great trade for OpTic, and of course they can just go right back for the mid tower. It's only at 200 HP. It should be free.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Especially with the old nether toxin inside the poison pack. That works. Does that work?
Has fallen.
Or do you have to use poison pack to
It's
get it?
only on the poison attack.
Oh, so it doesn't work on building? Oh.
Well, until you get level 20 tower.
That's true.
Poison
It actually
attack
makes
affects
sense to
buildings.
do that now. Rolling Thunder top lane with a shield crash, stun onto Puck. Rev will be fine though. But again, this hero he's just very annoying in this
You
early.
know, it's so nice you can be so liberal with the Rolling Thunder, right? The cooldown is super low, mana cost not very high. It's just this guy was made for the offlane, right?
Yeah.
It's got all the survivability tools. It's just annoying.
What are your... I think we had this conversation, but
Is it item builds?
what are your thoughts on Heart Piercer?
It's
The
probably
passive.
pretty useless.
It's such a weird... Like, the delay, right? The delay seems very... Like, if it was more...
Oh, I didn't even notice the delay.
Yeah, so there's a... What is the delay? A second. So what if... I think the change... If this hero ends up being nice and buff it or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
make there be no delay on the armor reduction, the delay on...
Tower is under attack.
Wow, you really balance testing.
Zai's gonna use his ult to get out of this Puck ult. In the meantime, actually, phase
TP's
shift's
not
not there.
out.
Yeah, that's... I forgot about that functionality as
Yep.
well.
I mean, look at this hero. He's incredibly annoying.
Forced everybody top.
Yeah. I don't think this hero needs any buffs.
One day, when they're digging
Isn't
real
it-
deep for buffs.
Isn't it crazy that he doesn't even have his Heart Piercer hasn't even come into play yet, and he still looks strong, right?
I think it's more of a function of his Heart Piercer. Just
I
his
guess
other
so.
skills are just that good. I mean, it's like the old Gyrocopter with Homie. Pretty much worthless. Even Call Down used to be not great back in the days.
Yeah.
It feels very high quality.
Very true. Zai actually will probably not die here.
Zaya will probably not die
He's
because
a
he's
tough guy to kill.
clear. He's gonna get Swashbuckle off, not able to connect on Forev though. Does have the single javelin right now. The question is, will it double?
Dire's bottom
Straight
tower
for a
is
bash.
under attack.
Rack.
That a big
Vendetta, that's pretty good. They have Fiend's Grip available. Not in range.
Yep. Suns fans, something we haven't talked about this game is Pycat's item build on the Juggernaut. He went for the Battle Fury first against the Phantom Lancer.
Oh god, you're gonna have to hold
Oh.
that thought, Brax.
Jesus.
Hold that. Back. That nice juice pause we have going here, as there is a Nyx assassin asleep. He just vendetted away. All right.
Okay. Perhaps some, Alright, he's just gone.
Middle tower is under
All that
attack.
bomb sauce hype, and there was no kill there, unfortunately. Level 14 Juggernaut pounding upon this tier 2 kit rack. Has Vendetta enabled right now. They put down the sentry, so they see him. He's gonna get coiled right away. There's a telekinesis into an Omnislash. Duble's just dead. Not even able to get his taunt off in time. The tombstone is there. Kit rack will be the trade, so the 1-for-1 Fiend's Grip applied to
grip.
Phantom Lancer. Kyo takes the Viper Strike as well. Pycat's not going to commit with that Blade Fury. The coil onto several heroes here. CCNC gets stunned at the last moment. Silence up as well. Waning Rift. see though, Zai. He's stuck in a corner.
Oh, no.
Zai can't move. He finally used his swashbuckle to get out of there. Some interesting interactions with this hero. They'll find the MP kill nonetheless. After all that, a 2-for-1.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That needs to be made into a GIF immediately. Please.
You know, this hero, he's tough. Tough to play. There are a whole bunch of little spots you can get stuck in.
That's why Blink Dagger's so Febby right now. Absolutely. Zai and PPD chasing him down. He's creating a bit of space here though.
He is, for sure.
Faster. Nyx has 388, 395 on PPD. Zai does have his ultimate in 8 seconds. Febby's getting out of this one, although
He's very, very fast now. Frankly,
Creating a lot
it's
of
kicked
space.
in.
Swashbuckle will not connect. PPD just looking for that nightmare. He just, please, just stop. All right, he sees him. Thunder as well. Boom! With the shield crash into the wall. Another one coming soon to a theater near you. Nyx Assassin finally falls. It takes them over a minute, it feels like, to find that kill.
It was worth it. Right, in the meantime, Pycat's still farming. Net worth is off the charts at the moment. OpTic Gaming feel like they're in full control of this game, but there's no plan. I don't know what it's going to be. It looks tough.
It looks tough. 8K lead at 17 minutes. Pretty high. And I really like this build. Blink Dagger now for Pycat wants to get ultra aggressive. See this sometimes on Juggernauts that help snowball them the other direction. MP. Off the ult. Dubu's here. Yes, available along with Flesh Golem.
TPing
Gonna
it.
counter for now though. Get TP in by Zai. Has an ult in 1 second. Looks like the Undying just gets ripped apart. Kit Rack will be the trade though. A 1-for-1. Here's the Rolling Thunder again. Will connect. Not going to do a whole lot here though. TP is going to be turned on. But here's the Omni Slash onto several heroes. You're actually seeing the cleave coming into effect with that Battle Fury as Febby will be cleaned up thanks to that Blade Fury. So a 2-for-2 across the board right now as QO should be able to get out. Unless these Mud Golems just find a mind of their own to stun him. That is not to be.
Unfortunately, not having orders.
Exactly. Zai's going to be caught out though. That's a lot of damage being taken. A couple more right clicks will suffice. Indeed, he will get out. Death.
Alright, that's a pretty good kill. Blink Dagger, almost level 12. Streak as well. So Immortals, I mean, it's really scrappy, right? But any trades they can take right now are quite good. But I guess on the side of OpTic, Juggernaut is not done.
That's the major.
There's no real answer for them to deal with this Jug when he's that farmed, right? They have, their lockdown is not the best against Jug, right? It's the Impale from the Invis, or like the Silence Coil, which is not going to be that effective once CS Manta style, so.
They are smoking. Way. Gank attempt. I was thinking about late game and how they deal with this yell once he starts. Battle Fury is powerful for at this game.
Yeah, Pycat's going to hit that timing where he's like an item and a half ahead of the PL with Roshan or something like that, and they won't be able to.
Radiant's bottom tower is
But
under
this could
attack.
be it if he walks into an Impale here.
Out a bit here, will not dodge the Impale though. Looks like he will find his way to the grave as 4 members of Immortals group up bot lane. I don't even know what that means. Somebody's salty about something.
He's flaming PPD salty.
Oh right, I remember that tweet now. So long, Zai. Rolling Thunder. Where did he go? He TP'd back to base?
back to base. You can't stop it, so why not, right?
That's right. They don't have any BKB piercing stuns. What about Coil with Ag? No.
What about it?
Does that go through second break?
It's the second break.
Except for getting an Abyssal. Can you even Abyssal Blade?
You
with
might
Thundering?
actually just get bumped before you can get close enough to cast Abyssal. I'm not sure.
Looks like Diffusal Blade would be the first item for Zai, so it will be a casual Javelin, of course, which we've seen.
Quite the value item. Rick actually steals Coil. Why wouldn't he?
What's the skill he wants most? Orb?
Yeah, Orb's probably the best one. Orb or like Spike Carapace.
I'd say Tombstone's okay, but against TL on your own team, not so much.
Yeah, I mean there's like a rare situation where you can get on the high ground or something, but outside of that, not too useful.
Like Juggernaut go to town on this Roshan with help of TP Kid Rack.
You know, this illusion change is interesting. It doesn't do that much damage. It does actually almost no damage to Roshan, but it tanks.
Tanking is have to hit that S button. Very annoying. Zai's gonna be spotted out, gets off a nice. Oh my god, again he hits the wall. He has his shield slam available. He's gonna hit 2 heroes. He's gonna jump down the cliff though, creating a lot of space for this Roshan to go down. They're gonna jump in though. QO, CCNC takes the Aegis along with the Roshan itself, and Pycat's gonna clean up the Undying. Looks like QO might be next on the list as CCNC takes him out with that Viper Strike. He has Radiance, by the way.
Very nice against the Phantom Lancer.
Sure. I've personally never seen Radiance.
You always rant and rave about how Radiance is the best type of thing, and it is. And now you're sitting here doubting the Radiance.
I'm not doubting it. I'm just flabbergasted. I'm just so happy to see it.
You don't sound too happy.
I'm happy!
Okay, now you're happy.
Alright, level 16. Pycat at 18. Omni Slash still available. Wasn't even used in that fight. Gale does have buyback. He has to use it. He's not. Rev jumps in. Trying to deal a lot of damage here, and CP has pretty much.
You know, we were talking about the draft a lot, right? We have Nyx Assassin and Undying, our big 2 500 spenders, but perhaps not the best on the same team, right? They kind of fulfill that same role where they want to like roam, kind of. I guess Undying can also play as a zoner, as a 5, with the decay and everything, but you're missing that that person that starts the fight, right? And ideally that would have been Puck, but Puck has not a. Lating's tough against Bane as a soul Puck. Not go well at all. Well, ripped in the mid lane.
We have a Fiend's Grip applied to Forev, and he's just dead. 50 seconds, no buyback. And this is around the same timing that Zai will be getting that level, or the 2-second shield crash cooldown while in ball with Space. Fortification now popped by Immortals. Stone gets soul ripped up. Still has Aegis.
He's gonna lose Aegis.
He has the Radiance off right now because of the spike carapace, I would assume.
Yep.
Flash Golem's popped by Doobie. Get the commit here. Swashbuckle applied by Zai. He's in a lot of trouble at half HP right now. That healing ward does get placed in the backline zone. He's getting some lifesteal thanks to the spell damage. Nice telekinesis onto QO. He's gonna have the Doppelganger off. Here comes the Rolling Thunder. It's gonna be beautiful. Gets 2 heroes, and they're gonna find them easily. And these racks are in a lot of trouble. Pycat expended the Omni Slash, but this looks to be at the very least a melee racks, if not more here for OpTic.
Yeah, definitely. Even with the buyback, I don't think Tebby can actually do anything at all. Pycat's still full HP. CCNC do the same thing.
Back up for now. Play this nice and disciplined. Can go for shrines, of course. Get their. Is this actually? Oh, is he for the challenge? For my friend, Pycat. Vine Rapier before 30 minutes. He can do it.
He could.
He could also throw the game, so it makes it much more exciting.
Oh, I hope that happens because we want an exciting game in Midas Mode.
It's like SNY with the choice. Very interesting Viper. This in pubs. Very shortly. There's the Blink Dagger. Alright, this just got dirty, my friend. You can do some theory crafting on this ultimate of Angolier. So, as you can see, he's going to use it here for no reason. Avoid the enemy team. Not have TPs. Might be a little bit careful not to get caught out.
He's just rolling out. Can't be stopped.
Oh, he gets coiled, blinks out, gets stunned. Here comes the orb. Good old vector targeting, getting you away again, but the orb. Jules is there. He gets silenced up. He's creating a lot of space, but he will die. Finally, they take out Zai. About to talk about how unkillable he is with that blink now, but that's not the case.
Clearly not, because he's dead. Still, very nicely done from Immortals, but you know, they've got a bigger thing to deal with, right? This Juggernaut is unkillable. He almost has his Divine Rapier and 1,000 gold away. CCNC's Viper, same thing. He's just... I don't see how they can take a fight. It's so difficult because it feels like, you know, while Impale is nice and everything, it's hard to casually walk up to an enemy team. Impale from Invis. There's always going to be a Sentry Ward. Jug can spin in the animation.
Better for OpTic, especially.
Yep. Big time.
So again, for people that missed out, the cool interactions with Pangolier, Shield Crash with the 2-second cooldown. Pop it, and then while you're in mid-air, you swashbuckle into whatever location you want, and then have that effect. Bevy, trying to TP out, will not make it, just barely so though.
Pycat kills Lulu up top without even using the Omni Slash. Rapier purchase.
That you up.
Oh, do they announce? Oh, wait.
Excuse me?
I'm really stupid. I'm not sure if I want to explain this.
Okay.
Just
Bye-bye, Dubu. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, please. Well, OpTic now in a very prime position to try to finish this game. They still have a tier 1 available to take in this bot lane, which is actually crazy to think of.
Yeah, but it's essentially free gold for them at this point, though. I don't imagine Immortals will do anything at all to try to defend.
What can Immortals do here? Aside from the rapier, which he does have, by the way.
Yes, he does. I guess there's always the hope that, you know, Team OpTic have some internet issues and they happen to disconnect while they go up the high ground.
That rapier, if you can kill him.
Yeah, well, that's also complements the rapier,
Who
right?
takes it? Yell or Razor? What's the hero you want?
Oh god, I don't know. It's not really great on both of those heroes, right? I guess it'd have to be the Razor.
Razor's old.
Yeah.
He has to force him way up to top lane. Defend this tower. Shrine will be popped. Not quite killed. His Pycat might be caught out here. He's in a little bit of trouble. Yules is there. Impale will miss. And here comes Zai with the shield crash again. And that Rolling Thunder. The entirety of Immortals is going to get hit basically by Zai.
He's just out.
Such an annoying split. A fight disruptor, if you will. Omni Slash will destroy QO! My lord, that Divine Rapier! We should see this item more often. Why don't we see it more often?
I don't know, it looks pretty good. 300 damage? 330 damage. Yeah.
50 seconds with no deal. Does have buyback. Telekinesis will cancel that TP for Dubu. Will he taunt is the question. No.
Unfortunately, he died a little too fast to pull out the taunt.
Now, we have about a minute and a half, I believe. Roche spawns. So, the question is, does OpTic play it safe at all? And
there's nothing to play safe. I think they are ready to go. They have everything they need.
Juggernaut is very scary.
As
Zai in the enemy base, giving the old fuck you to them and just getting out of town, so.
It's untouchable.
35. This round though,
it feels way too low, doesn't it?
I can just take out these waves with just skills.
Yep.
Hero has decent.
Soul Ring, very nice too. Compliment. You have to remember they have a rapier, right? You don't want to lose this. You know, how sad would it be if they lost this game after spending all those moonbucks on these nice, shiny, expensive heroes?
Well, think about the other side. Immortals spent a lot as well.
Well, unfortunately, that has to be a loser, and it's looking like that right now.
Well said, Brax. Blunt as usual. I don't know. Immortals, with that divine rapier in the... You did say they don't have a great carrier. Technically, it's double damage. Pycat is going to take that, and I think Immortals is like, all right, we're going to have to wait out this... There's no way they want to fight, do they?
700.
Right, they're going to try for this Viper. Be a lot expended for him. Here comes the Zai ultimate again, hitting 2 heroes. Make it a 3rd. And Immortals just gets rickrolled in that fight.
Right,
and they're just going to call it GG. I can't blame them.
No,
so OpTic get a nice bounty out of that as well, and they take game 1 of this best of 3 bracket.
Yeah, OpTic looking very, very good in this game. And that's with Immortals whipping out all the expensive heroes. They started off with the... what was it, the Undying and the Nyx pretty early into the draft.